Hello guys, welcome to Guru Baswa classes of class 9th grade. In previous session, we were discussing about chapter number 14, that is statistics. Okay, that is introduction to statistics, collection of data, presentation of data, tabular form, grouped or ungrouped, graphical representation of data. In that we have put bar graphs. Okay. We already finished introduction to statistics, collection of data and presentation of data, tabular form, that is grouped and ungrouped data. In this session, I am going to discuss with you about graphical representation of data, in that particularly bar graphs. Are you ready? Yes. Graphical representation of data. The representation of data by tables has already been discussed. Now let us turn our attention to another representation of data, that is the graphical representation. It is well said that one picture is better than 1,000 words. Usually comparisons among the individuals items are best shown by means of graphs. The presentation then becomes easier to understand than the actual data. We shall study the following graphical representations in this section, that is bar graphs. Yes, what do you mean by bar graphs? In earlier classes, we have already studied and constructed bar graphs. Here we shall discuss them through a more formal approach. Okay, recall that a bar graph is a pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them. On one axis, say the x-axis, depicting the variable. The values of the variable are shown on the other axis, that is y-axis, and the heights of the bars depend on the values of the variable. Okay, consider one example. The expenditure of a family on different heads in a month is given below. In first column, heads, that is food, education, clothing, house rent, others, saving. In the second column, expenditure in rupees given, that is 4,000, 2,500, 1,000, 3,500, 2,500, 1,500. Okay, corresponding to its heads, that is food, education and so on. We have to draw a bar graph to represent the above data. Okay, what they asked us to draw a graph to represent the above data. Okay, solution. We draw the bar graph of this data in the following steps. Yes, step 1. We represent the heads or variable on the horizontal axis, choosing any scale. Since the width of the bar is not important, but for clarity, we take equal widths for all bars and maintain equal gaps in between. Let one head be represented by 1 unit. Step 2. We represent the expenditure, that is value, on the vertical axis. Since the maximum expenditure is rupees 4,000, we can choose the scale as 1 unit is equals to rupees 500. Step 3. To represent our first head, that is food, we draw a rectangular bar with width 1 unit and height 8 units. Step 4. Similarly, other heads are represented leaving a gap of half unit in between two consecutive bars. Okay, in between two bars, we will leave the spacing half units for each bars. Okay, then the bar graph for this given data is shown below. Yes, draw a horizontal line, we call it as x-axis. Second one, draw a vertical line and we call it as y-axis. Okay, along x-axis we will write all the heads and along the y-axis we will write expenditure in rupees. Okay, first one head is food, second one is education, third one is clothing, fourth one is house rent, fifth one is others and sixth one is saving. Next, along y-axis, we have to write the expenditure, that is 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000 and 4500. Okay. Yes, vertical line we will call it as y-axis and horizontal line we call it as x-axis. Now, corresponding to food, the expenditure is of 4000, then draw a bar here. Okay. Leaving half space. Next, consider another head, that is education. Its expenditure is of 2500. Next, clothing 1000, house rent 3500, others 2500 and savings is 1500. Okay, this is the graphical representation of the data.